Hey, what's up all? Thanks so much for tuning back in. So we've been checking out the McCook knife set. Now these have tons and tons of really great reviews, and we figured that we would check them out. Now I do a lot of cooking in the kitchen, my wife does a lot of cooking, and we like to have good knives. Me personally, I like to have heavier knives, but you know, everybody's different. So what did we think about these McCook knives? So this is the chef knife right here. Yeah, it's a little dirty because I've been using it. Now it is really nicely weighted. They are really sharp, which is great. And they do have, it's not completely shiny here. I'm not sure if you can see that. So I'm not sure if that's for design or grip, but you know, sometimes what happens with these ones is if you're using something that's very slippery, soap, oils, things like that, you could possibly have this slip, but as long as you have a good grip on it, I think you're all right. Now, the thing that I really saw about these knives, all of them, is that they're really lightweight. And I was like, at first, well, this doesn't feel good because it is so light. Now, I like a heavy chef knife, and that's still my personal opinion, but this has worked really well. Great cutting. I'm going to show you that in a second. Got a slicer like that, really nice knife. They all have that same design. Little Santoku knife. And you got some steak knives. Now the steak knives, they are serrated, you can see right there, but they are very small teeth that are in it, but they do cut steak and chicken really well. Again, really lightweight. I have a little bread knife here. Now I'm used to a little bit longer bread knife, but this one definitely gets the job done, cuts right through bread easily. There's this one, which is more like a utility knife. And then somewhere in here, there is a small paring knife, which also works really well. What I want to show you here is actually what this looks like. Comes with some shears, so you got all that type of fun stuff. But look at this right here. So we get this whole set. Now some things are out because I'm cutting things, but it has a built-in sharpener right there, which is cool, so you don't have to look for things. Now just to say, even from cooking for a very long time, I will say that these are pretty decent knives. I do like them. Now, would they be my everyday go-to knife if I was a chef or cooking, you know, a lot? Probably not. But for the everyday person at home that's, you know, whipping up some meals, things like that, I think they're perfectly fine. And they're relatively inexpensive. You get a whole knife block, a whole set of knives, the shears, all that. Let me show you. I got a pork loin here, and let me just give you an idea of how this cuts through it, just to show you kind of how this performs. This is just a standard pork loin that I have going on here. Kind of show you. Now if I can use the chef knife, just like that, if I want to cut up, kind of go right through that pretty decently, right? Not too bad. Now you got to remember the pork loin does have some fat membrane on the bottom there. Or if I wanted to do it with a slicer, also right through. And these, I didn't even sharpen them up, and I've been using them for a few months now. Probably 2.5 months, and haven't really sharpened them, but it would be very easy just to do that right in the sharpener. Make sure the knife is clean and dry when you do that. But that's a pretty good cut right there. Nothing crazy on that, anything like that. And then if I wanted to, I can go ahead, let me show you how the bread knife works real quick. Now I did clean the area here, so I'm not using the same knives or same cutting boards. I'm probably not going to eat this bread, but just to give you an idea, so here's the bread knife. You can get idea of how that kind of cuts through. Not bad, right? It's not a big loaf that I'm cutting through here, but you can see how nicely that really just cuts, not that way, but really just nicely cuts through everything. And it is very lightweight, but all the knives here, they all have good good handling, good weight, and they are obviously one full piece, so the tongue goes right into the handle there. I think that's the correct terminology. But even just the way your hand grips it and sits, they are really nicely weighted. You can kind of get an idea right there. Perfect right there. Let's see if how this one is. If I can balance that. Pretty good balance, right? Not too bad. So that's really nice to have a perfectly balanced knife too. So overall, what did I think about the McCook knives, even with all the reviews that are out there? Not bad, right? They're really sharp. They get the job done. They're lightweight, easy to handle, weighted really great. They fit in your hand nicely. Great price. Are they professional knives? No. But I do think they're a great addition to your kitchen. So if you're looking for a new knife set or even want to give a knife set, I recommend checking out these McCook knives. I'm Alan from Damn Good Reviews. Thanks so much for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe right here. Click that little bell icon to stay up to date with everything I do, and I'll see you all in my next video.